like this was a title that was very much within their reach, but then you add in that calendar of China, Europe, China, Europe, China, like all of a sudden you're just like, these guys have got to be dead. Like just constantly playing Counter-Strike, constantly jet lagged, and the most intense jet lag you can get on the planet, it feels. So, you know, I mean, now that they get to come in rested, a tough loss to Pain earlier, that one's a little bit of, I wouldn't say alarm bell, I think Pain's been improving. I think sneakily, if you don't think Pain is a better team than what you saw most of this year, you're going to be sad. And 3D Max dropping a map to them isn't the worst thing in the world, but doesn't give you any confidence for this one.
Well, it was on this very map, so let's get this one started with our betting partner. We'll get into this 3 Max on the T side, Vitality on the CT side. Nuke is what they both played earlier, so let's see how it goes down. We got the attack coming out here. Ecstasy straight into the play. He's down early, and Rob's taking 2, so he kicks things off with a Zeus. And it's an easy hold in the end for Apex, but his teammates are going down. It's still doable here for Gravity as he tries to fight towards the back of the site. Apex pauses, and that ladder is heard, but Mezzy's still nailing the headshot.
Yeah, it's going down. Oh, okay. Apex is trying to make sure he hears him through the wall.
You said they're in different rooms, Jensen. They are in different rooms, but Apex makes sure that they can hear him.
Yeah, it might not matter if we're going to go that wild right out of the gate. All right, Apex getting things started. So is Vitality on this pistol. That's an old trick from Robs. He's been doing that for quite some time. A lot of bodies in this upper bomb site to attack into.
Dude, ever since that Zeus change came in, it was Robs making that exact move, getting close up towards Hut with a little Zeus, getting a great opener. And Vitality win the pistol round to kick things off. And they want to come in with some attitude. And, you know, you lose to FaZe in the opening game. It's understandable. But you want to come in and you want to confidently crush 3D Max in a game like this.
Yeah, I think Vitality as well. Like going in an 0-2 hole for a team like this just seems incomprehensible. So, I mean, they're coming into it and just forgetting about everything. We saw ZyWoo in the stairs walking up to the player area as well when we were coming up to the casting booth. About the most jovial I've ever seen him. It's just bouncing around, had that big cheeky smile on his face. Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah.
Imagine that with a French accent. You know, he was chill.
He's generally like that, but yeah, I mean, after a loss, it's incredible to just, obviously, you got to just focus up, get the job done in the next game. And let's see if Vitality can do it here. It's a Deagle on the back of body going out for a peek.
Shooting at Ghosts. Maybe a little pre-fire quick to the trigger. No one from Vitality peeking against that Deagle. Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, all right, there's one. A lot more than that, though. And Vitality, you can see, are just not giving many chances, but then when they do give them over, it's body on another one. The MP9 picked up. Mezzy's out of position. He's caught in an awkward spot, and he's gone. Oh, my God. How has 3D Max done this? Bodies, Deagle breaking them open.
My man, that is a round from body.
He's loving it. That is ridiculous. How has Body come away with that? Vitality were giving them no peeks, no looks, and then finally just a little jiggle, a little chance, and he just nails it.
I mean, they were ready for this as well. 2 players in mini. I mean, I don't know what happened with Flamesy and why he was like switched away, but he got like really taken advantage of. Really surprised by the way they attacked so aggressively. A nasty win from 3D Max, reversing the fortune. So 1 for 1. And somebody broke something.
Yeah, too much celebration maybe with the headset there. Gravity's he's got the refs on the case though. Hopefully we'll get that resolved quickly.
He's not happy.
No, he's like,
that's not a happy
face.
Guys. Yeah, that's gross. We can't be playing that kind of a game today. He's seeing an 0-2 world in his future. He's seeing way far into the future.
Well, tech issue looking to be resolved. Headsets back on.
We had Flamesy come in earlier with a tennis ball playing games. We had a donk stop by in the doorway.
He just giving us a friendly wave.
A big smile on his face, waving into the room. Okay, everyone's just happy to be here.
He's like, coming over to you, Jason. I beat Liquid today.
That would be next level. I'd take it.
Yeah. Well, that's coming up in just a little bit. Spirit Phase, man. That's going to be an exciting BO1.
I know. It's a spicy
You know what I like about it, too?
What do you like
all these
about
big names fighting each other in BO1s. It means we can't get them in the BO3s. That be elimination.
That's the beauty of the change-up in the seeding, right? Now that 1 is playing 9, 2 is playing 10, you know, you get the kind of the big teams go at each other early on, and then they can't face each other later. So even though there's some upsets,
get them in the playoffs.
Even though it throws some chaos into the mix, you're not eliminating any of the big dogs by other big dogs just by, you know, unfortunate kind of matchups that come up.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that should set us up for beautiful playoffs here in Budapest.
Oh yeah, I mean the playoff bracket is going to be wild. Chad's been pretty vocal as well. Sponge has been pretty vocal, saying you know the winner of this is going to be determined by the playoff bracket and how all of it plays out. So I mean it's one of those things where we always talk about in these stages of the major, like survival is the most important thing. Like you look a little bit rough around the edges. You can have some games where you really struggle that are surprising. It's all about survival and getting to the next stage and then just starting over and seeing if you can rebuild some new momentum. But there is that kind of sneaky, especially in this stage 3, where now your performance is going to dictate where you end up in the playoff bracket as well. So who beats who and where you kind of end up going through 3-1, 3-2, or you know whatever it might be. That's going to determine a lot for this playoff bracket. And it's going to determine a lot for the matchups we're going to get in quarterfinals and semifinals. So tech issue is resolved. 3D Max back in action. Headphones are working. Microphones. Oh no, I lied. I jinxed it. It's back to a tech pause. It doesn't work.
Well, you baited us all, Jason. Well, we got Paint G2. I heard the crowd out there getting much louder here in stage 3. Obviously, bigger fan bases showing up.
G2's looking hot to trot.
People have bought trumpets.
Trumpets?
Yeah, we've seen some trumpets out there earlier today.
Any trombones?
No trombones yet.
Ah.
But I feel like you would be a trombone player, Jason.
I was a tuba player.
A tuba?
When it came to the brass instruments. I played the baritone and then switched into the tuba.
All right, maybe get you out there then. I see a tennis ball on the desk there of Ecstasy's. There we go.
A stress ball.
Maybe Flames what passes just threw it at him for the game, you know?
Or he just walked by and stole it. And was like, nah, you can't warm up like this. Okay.
Oh, there we go. You want to do it again?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, headphones are working now. Tennis ball's on the field of play. We like that. We liked it. Don't bump into it. It could be a little bit awkward, but headphones are working. Nice little keyboard there. And going into round number 3.
Yeah, here we go. Remember, the context is Body just broke them with a deagle. So Vitality, they were hoping that you get a nice clean 2-0 start, but 3D Max bounced back. That wasn't really even a great buy at all from them. It's just pistols, but they've come out with a great result, and they're going to try and go 2-1 up to kick off Nuke.
Oh, tons of Molotovs over towards Squeak Door. Exorcy's going to get out behind the flames, tuck himself behind the vent. Just wants a quick poke into the site, see if anyone's going to wander into his crosshair, and disappears into the smoke. Apex coming towards Secret. They're crossing silently, so he will get some action. Just watching the gap on the side. Oh, okay, spotted one. Happy to drop the util. Body in towards Mini. Smokes to delay. Smokes to make this disjointed and mess with the timings.
Flames out into the site. Great kill on Ecstasy. That's going to be an opener for Team Vitality. Can they answer back with one of their own? Body's positioning is massive, though.
Oh, Flamesy is doing everything. Oh, except for throwing smokes.
Yeah, well, he gets away. That's the most important part. Apex gets overrun. So Maka being burned down, 40 of his health gone. Body on the wrap around Heaven. Rops has already pushed into the lobby, so he's not going to be catching anybody. Maybe he'll find Mezzy, but there's another kill, this time from ZyWoo. Rops to find one, and all of a sudden, that 3D Max win in the previous round might just be removed.
Okay, bomb is being planted, though, and he's dropped. Mezzy's got that, and Body's got to make a move now. They know his position up at the top in Heaven, and there's not much you can really do here any longer.
Well, he's fragging out, doing as much as he can, but eventually just too many targets, and Vitality bouncing back. That's a missed opportunity for 3D Max.
I think it's just a bad round call for the situation. I mean, I know you kind of treat these rounds like buy rounds, but Exorcy's kind of coming through smokes, like while you have Mini smoked off, Squeak Door is smoked off, Exorcy's comes through to challenge Flamesy. Easy kill with the MP9. Nothing to follow it up with, no ability to trade, no ability to gain anything off that. Look how spread out all these players are from each other, so when those 5-7s find the gap, you know, Vitality's just able to find some kind of cleanup kills. A really great job from Flamesy with that opening kill on Exorcy's and great damage onto the follow-up player. And Nextas is going to call an early timeout, just wanting his team to stabilize the economy and stabilize the CT side as quickly as possible. Don't have another hiccup. Don't let Body kind of wreck you one more time. Another buy comes through for the 3D Max side. It's a very strong buy for just being reset for AK-47s and a Tech 9.
Let's see if this back and forth continues or if Vitality can put an end to it. A little bit of a hiccup with the deagle in the previous round.
I mean, I think for Vitality, too, you just played Nuke against FaZe. FaZe put up 7 rounds on their T side against your defense. So I think there's probably a lengthy conversation between the best of ones and fixed a bunch of things. And Vitality, I think the CT side should reset and look pretty strong as long as they're able to get their money underneath them here in this 4th round.
Yeah, usually Vitality's Nuke CT side can be so strong because of this man here, ZyWoo, outside. He's pushed up towards red, wants to get away once it feels a little bit more uncomfortable. The smokes have arrived. 3D Max are limping one player down towards Secret. That's Exorcist taking up position early.
Good information for him as well. He heard the M4 spam and he heard the AK fire off from Mini, so he's calling 2 watching outside from Mini and Credit. So some knowledge of this setup in the early stages of the round. Flash in towards Mini through the smoke. They just want to start wrapping around towards Heaven. And that's a good kill onto Apex. He gets found out in the open, and Mezzi's going to be tucked into Heaven. They've lost control of outside now. Good kill from Rops, but you still have to worry about this wrap.
Oh, he goes back, and he catches Body. Stops him from moving forward. Prevents that space being taken here for 3D Max. Under a minute on the clock. Lucky's away from his teammates. He's just going to start backtracking towards lobby instead of trying to progress through ramp. He can maybe try and get a split going on through the hut, and it's on ZyWoo at the back of the site. He's going to hold on. 40 seconds. Here they come, slowly creeping their way towards him. ZyWoo's going to peek out, get that info. Catches Gravity looking the wrong way. His teammate comes over the top of Heaven. ZyWoo's dead. Rops, what is that? Oh, whiffing all the bullets and now putting Flames in a clutch.
Rops is shaking his head, wondering how he didn't get that kill. Brought down to 3 HP. This is a winnable 1v2.
Yeah, well, he's coming over the top. They are low, and they're looking the wrong way. It's Flames immediately to a kill on that grenade. 3 HP, bang, goes Exercise. And that will be a clutch for Flames, recovering what looked a little messy there from Vitality.
Yeah, that one's wild. You don't see often Rops messing with the mechanics of the game like that and having that kind of screw things up. Looked like the crosshair was right, but the recoil was just going out in all the wrong direction. So shake it off. Shake it off, you're all good. Allowed to have those early hiccups, and Flamesy's able to clean them up. It does all the damage necessary for that nade to be an easy 1v2 completion. And Rops, up until that point, had a fantastic round. 2 kills outside, preventing the wraparound, kind of making sure that Heaven wasn't going to be too challenged. And Vitality do, in fact, get the kills that they needed to secure the economy, although, I mean, losing 4 players is costly. It's not going to be completely set. And actually, 3D Max probably have a decision to make. If they want to force up and continue to challenge, they could do it. Body's going to get a hero AK-47, so wanting to inflict damage in that sense. And once again, outside, very fast-paced and aggressive, it looks like, to force the defense back.
Yeah, well, they got the ZyWoo scout, AWP rather, outside. He's just going to be searching for that opening. 3D Max do have a lot of players coming this way, but it's Body that must be the playmaker. He's up on top of main with the AK. And Vitality giving no fights, no peeks. Passive, and giving this space to 3D Max. So gathering info, though, knowing that 3D Max haven't shown any pressure and no one's trying to cross over yet. Apex can pick up that information. He can play with ZyWoo and Flames.
A little bit of a footstep made off that flashbang. I wonder, I couldn't catch if that was 3D Max or maybe Flamesy over in Mini, but maybe some information gathered. Flamesy's got to be really, really careful. Smoke breaks. They see the one getting into Big Garage. Good information for Apex. Just got to be careful. Body still up on the Mini roof, ready to drop down at a moment's notice. Flamesy has the first. That's lucky to fall and gives him an escape path into the upper bomb site.
Opening kill for Vitality. Staying stable. They're not getting those chances that Body had in the second round of the game, but Maka will. Apex, again, he was the first to fall in that round, but ZyWoo's off is the difference this time.
Yeah, that's, I think, because that during that smoke wall, that little initial thrust from 3D Max didn't get anything, and that's kind of the strength of this round. They had to win it. The bomb is still over in Mini, so you can create a distraction downstairs. Not enough people are going to leave to make this doable. And there's the bomb spotted. There's the bomb hitting the deck. Up the vents we go. Nice and easy. Everyone goes down. Free AK-47 upgrade and a 4-1 lead for Vitality.
Yeah, comfortable enough. The only round they've had is that hiccup from Body's Deagle, and other than that, Vitality keeping things in control.
Yeah, Apex might just want to not peek outside on low buy round. Yeah, it's the second time he's gotten the Deagle haircut.
Yeah, he's not enjoying that. Well, Maka looking up the line at Gravity, looking for the answers to get this T side going.
Should have a stronger buy across the board this time. Timeout taken by You Know. And he's going to have a conversation with his team as well. So, I mean, it's not the worst place to be. Like, the money hasn't ballooned out of control. You've been able to get a couple of kills here and there during this stretch. But obviously, without that, without being able to convert your second round conversion into any kind of an early streak, we see so often on Nuke, especially, that T-side gets such a benefit of winning those, winning those 2 ensuing rounds, of getting those conversions early on. It's just such an easy way to get the, the necessary number of rounds to make the second half possible. They don't have that luxury any longer.
Don't have a whole lot of luxuries whatsoever for 3D Max. It's the bare necessities, really.
Yeah, I thought it would be a little bit of a bigger buy with the one AK-47 hero purchase, but not quite there yet. So going to sit another round out. Mac 10 on Exorcist, a few other weapons, and this is just going to be an upper bust. This will be them seeing if they can just break in a cheeky round where they get into the upper bomb site due to like just a fast kill, just a messy timing.
Yeah, well, those 3 smokes tossed outside for 3D Max, but no one going with them because they're going into the upper site. Now Mezzi waits at the back of the bomb site itself. He's got ZyWoo chiming in, but only a single kill and Flames waiting in the vent. So there's no fallback plan. There's no getaway here for 3D Max. They're blocked out. They're locked in the site, but they might still get a bomb plant. Rob's trying to deny it, and he will.
No, yeah, he did. He did. It didn't go down whatsoever. I should
last tick of that.
Yeah, last tick. All right, well, that's a bummer for 3D Max. Body's got no chance to get it planted. Extra kills is all he's looking for, but Apex, that was for the Deagle. An instant shutdown and a 5-1 score now for Vitality. Off to the races.
All right. We haven't seen a goodbye from 3D Max, right? You haven't seen everything you want. It's been very back and forth, very scrappy.
Yeah, which is, I think Vitality is kind of like, I mean, you know, you never want to lose the second round, but at this stage, you're kind of thinking maybe in some sense that's sort of a blessing in disguise because we're now going into round 7, and it has been mostly scrappy buys.
Yeah.
You know?
You kept the weapons out of their hands throughout this T side, and you know, you spoke about FaZe winning a lot of T rounds. You're preventing 3D Max from really having that opportunity. They're going to have to play with all rifles. Not enough money to get the Maka AWP out either.
Not the biggest deal. So you see a lot of operators play with the AK-47 on the T side. So yeah, every once in a while they'll like to add it in. And Apex has been found. He's got to be careful. A lot of attention. He wins out somehow. That's Body through the smoke.
Yeah, frustrating that for Body to lose his life. He had a great game earlier on, even at a loss here on Nuke against Paint. It's going to be a 4v5, now 3v5, thanks to that kill from ZyWoo. So Vitality very comfortable at the moment. Lucky at least fighting out on Robs, catching him on the ramp room.
That's an unfortunate dink to take right at the tail end before that kill gets taken. Oh, what a double from Flamesy. Stands his ground and 2 clean headshots. Lucky brought low to 20 HP with a minute left on the clock. Ooh. You aren't going to get anything done. Working his way outside, you imagine Vitality will come hunt this down. More than happy to take this fight, and Apex should have no issue. 6-1. Hey, did he just apologize?
I was right in the headset.
Someone's
right
like, bro, you didn't mute your mic. He's out, my bad.
We're 6-1 up, come on. Yeah, but it has to be like a conversation for Vitality of just, you know, bringing intensity to games like this. Getting through the BO1s can be brutal. You lose one already, you don't want to lose another one.
Well, and I mean, you know, ZyWoo brought it up, saying it was the French Derby, and we know, we talked about that as well. Apex is someone who takes those kinds of pride matches very seriously. Like, this might as well be a grand final for Apex in some senses.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we're not losing these French noobs. I know he's going to say that.
Especially being friends with Gravity, you never want to lose to a friend.
Yeah, never. So 6-1 up right now for Vitality, looking to try and continue this pain on 3D Max. And you know, we've seen some closer maps earlier this year, series earlier this year in Katowice, but other than that, Vitality not letting 3D Max get into any of these games.
Yeah, they'll cross over with without making noise. Flamesy's already dropped. Oh, good catch from Apex right at the tail end. Plenty of time in the smokes, but let's see what Flamesy's got in defense. His aim was sharp in the previous round. He's just jump spotting for information, and he'll play to survive afterwards.
You know, seeing them run down towards the double doors. Flames tosses out the flash, lines them up in Flames, keeps it clean on 3. Even spamming down through the door, nearly caught Gravity before he first peeks, and Flames just ripping everybody to shreds, keeping that round comfortably in control of Vitality.
Get annihilated. That's some cool sequences from Flamesy. Not the hardest one in the world with the eco, but just manages it so perfectly. His recoil actually works out in his favor in this opening double kill. Yeah, it's like, why the hell not? They're kind of barely even lined up, but he'll still take both.
Yeah, Flames on the cleanup. And now a timeout being taken.
I like this, though, from Vitality. Like, when I saw them lose their initial game to FaZe, I had them going through, like, 3-1, 3-2 in my group there, Vitality. And it's just like, the Major, losing a game, all of that just goes to snap a team like Vitality back into place. And I feel like they're just kind of going to just run through, blitz through the rest of this stage 3.
Because it's against FaZe, you know, this is obviously a team that aren't the FaZe of old, but it's still FaZe. And they've shown some decent results coming through that second stage. And
second stage was incredible. Even I mean, the game against Vitality, they looked great.
Yeah. So, you know, you're not going to feel the worst losing to a team like that. It's worse if you lose to, like, the bottom seed, or you come in and...
Or 3D Max.
Yeah, or 3D Max, for example, you know. But Vitality, if they lose to FaZe and they come back and they crush 3D Max and they continue the way they are right now, I think they're going to be absolutely fine with day 1. We got ZyWoo heading outside. You've got Apex just in behind him. And here's the peek for ZyWoo down into the lobby. Couple of different looks so far from ZyWoo. Gravity really not liking the start of this round. He's on 5 HP. And look at this. ZyWoo's freed up Flames to push all the way through the door into the lobby. Okay. They're just not allowed to play their game right now. That's the ball coming in, and then there's ZyWoo waiting for you.
Flamesy is so sharp right now. What are you supposed to do?
Those tennis balls, man.
Yeah, well, dude, he was looking good in that as well. He's catching the double drop like it was no problem.
13-3 for Flames right now. Great start to this game. Vitality, it's going to be 8-1. I mean, that's a round. 3dmax didn't even really get to do anything. And now they don't, because Rops has pushed the ramp. You literally have done nothing in this round, 3dmax.
Yeah, I like this kind of this style that Vitality's bringing out. Nobody's kind of sitting back on their heels. Really smart push for Rops when this is thrown into chaos. Flamesy's calling out. He killed both of the players coming from radio room, so those are the players assigned to watch for a ramp push. Rops realizes that, takes the gap, one more kill, and if you're 3dmax and it's like a minute and 10 seconds and it's a 2v5, you're just like, well, I guess we're gonna save. You know, I guess we're just gonna back off and keep these AK-47s alive. I mean, desperately trying to do anything, Maka. I think at this point it's just posturing. It's like make some noise, kind of make sure that nobody's pushing to take these guns out of your hands so you can set yourself up for an easy save. Look at the money, though, on Vitality. It's like they have no financial issues now for the rest of this half.
It's just an uphill battle the whole way here for 3dmax. Best case scenario is getting some mercy to hold on. Body Maka.
They don't even have enough money to drop over. And I think you also, in this kind of a situation as 3dmax, you know, you don't want to like buy a down utility if you're Body or Maka. You got the losing bonus building up. And at this point, they just need rounds on the board. So actually, 3dmax they've used 2 out of 3 timeouts. I think they want to hold on to that third one a little bit longer, but they are going to shove all in because they're at the point of the game where they're just like, we need rounds more than we need to be smart about our money. We need to just go for it. 8-1, a 7-round deficit. It's happened so quickly and so convincingly.
Yeah, and ZyWoo back to more passive position at the back of the garage, searching for the opening kill, and he'll hit it. Head off the top of Body. And the struggles continue for 3dmax at the beginning of these rounds.
And they wanted to try and bully their way into the upper bomb side, I think. Body getting on the top of Mini and being able to drop and wrap around through Mini, but ZyWoo killing him takes that option away from them, and then 3dmax just says, well, we're not going to try and force it through the smoke over at Squeak Door, so we got to pause and let this round reset. Smoke recovered by Gravity. A 4-on-5, a disadvantage conversion on the cards for 3dmax. So the Gravity, I think the plan is set up a wall outside, see if anyone bites on the fake, deny some information, see if we make them nervous about that lower bomb site. And Apex is just going to fake the drop.
Yeah, Flames, you can understand the confidence, just knifing in the smoke, trying to detect them. It's crazy to see right now. 45 seconds, 3dmax still 4v5. Smoke goes out again in front of that vent. Flames backs off to a CT vent. He's got his teammate up on top of the bomb site. They come out, they don't check Flames. Messi's also got the kill from the site. Flames with the second, bombs down, and 3dmax, no hope. They're not in this map. They're just not in this game at all.
Yeah, they're physically here.
Spiritually, they've been abused, though.
Yeah, Vitality's making them look silly. It's almost unreasonable. I mean, Flamesy is just like, guys, why do you keep coming to the upper bomb site? I'm 16-4. Why are you attacking into me? I'm a turret. I'm going to kill 2 of you no matter where you go.
Well, he's enjoying it.
He's loving it.
Keep coming at them. He's even going into the smoke, slashing his knife around, going,
I know, that was so
bold.
If someone's just in Squeaky Door room when he knifes the wall, like you can just spam at that choke point, and he could just be dead, but he just doesn't care. Doesn't care whatsoever. And for good reason. Vitality's up by 8, and 3dmax individually and as a team just have no response whatsoever.
Yeah, just not able to hit the level of Vitality. Not even getting close. Another rough day at the office here for Exorcist as well. And we'll not put it down to him, though. It's going to be extra frustrating having 2 slow maps to kick off day 1.
Right.
And yeah, throwing a grenade down on the floor there. Apex goes to pick it back up.
Oh, the smoke break could be something. A little too deep. Exorcist heard it coming in. Crossed over with some pace. Flamesy finally put on the back foot, and it gets away. Oh, it gets away. Still makes
like,
it.
No,
oh my God!
Back, Flames.
He's
Stay
made
in
it
the
work.
vent. His teammate blocks him. He has to stay down in the Venko back. He still wins the fight, of course, and an advantage picked up in a strange old way. But Mezzy's going to follow up on it. Body continues to fall. And Vitality with 10 rounds coming right up.
That's unreasonable.
Nothing going wrong for Vitality. The only round they lost was Body with a deagle and everybody else on pistols. That's the single round they've lost so far.
Yeah, Rops is chilling as well, off angle, tapping away in towards the window. That's the bomb, controls this time the spray and gets the kill.
Eventually.
Can't find the other one. Maka brought very, very low.
And ZyWoo rounds things out. So 10-1 scoreline right now for Vitality. We'll head into the last round of the half. Not much to really say about 3D Max here.
I guess it makes sense why we saw ZyWoo just being so chill and laid back, you know, heading up into the room. He didn't have a care in the world. Wasn't concerned.
Supremely confident they were going to win against 3D Max today.
Incredible first half from Vitality. One hiccup to speak of, and not even really anything they did wrong, just some fantastic shots out of Body. But outside of that, Vitality has shown no weaknesses.
ZyWoo has detected that no one is crossing with the smokes.
Upper bust, so are they going to pump fake or are they going to go with this initial salvo of utility? They're going at Flames yet again, and he wants to get close up towards Squeakcore yet again.
Yeah, he'll get away. Here comes the utility. Mezzy's gone down, so at least an opening kill for 3D Max. A follow-up on Flames. And finally, some success here for 3D Max in the opening kill department. They move their way into the site, but Rops rips it out of their hands. You may lose Flames and Mezzy in the bomb site, but then Rops arrives, and you've got Maka 1v3 in the vent with a bomb in his hands, running down lower.
He's making the right call, the only play he can. Oh, he almost pulled ZyWoo. That would have been a great find, but that means Rops has gotten into the correct position.
Yeah, no getting out of this one for Maka. It'll be the swing from ZyWoo to confirm it. 11-1 is the score here for Vitality. Looking to bounce back on day one with a record of 1-1.
Well, a fantastic half out of Flamesy puts Vitality up big, 11-1. They did not slow down once they gained control. This is the Vitality we were looking for coming into this major. This is the level of play we want to see out of them. For 3D Max, on the other hand, boy, this is going to be a tough one to swallow at the end of the day.
All of those reactions have to be just from that one round.
Yeah,
Second
probably,
round of the map. From 3D Max, nothing else to celebrate. It's been...
But we got it on camera, so we know what happened.
Yeah, we had to play it over and over again. But here we go, 11-1. Let's get back into the second half together with our betting partner. Vitality, 11-1 up. Should be an open and shut case with a pistol round win. Let's see how Mezzy does as he runs on down lower. You've got a couple of players, in fact, 3 players here on the lower bomb site. Lucky and Body taking the first 2 kills for 3D Max. Rops to pull it back again, and it's still within touching distance for Vitality.
Yeah, it's a good way to have a second layer to this attack. That's a good fight. It's back on. Vitality have gained control of the pistol round back. And now 3D Max is scrambling for the retake and out of position.
It's Rops again, Jason. He did it in the last round where 3D Max get the 2 openings in towards the 8 bomb site, then Rops pulls it back. He does it again here, this time in the pistol. Vitality looking for map point. 3D Max coming back into that retake. Flames is occupied. Rops has a kill, and now Flames can focus more on that Heaven wrap. Apex has come around to confirm it. Flames looking to finish it off, and now Apex gets information on the main player. Flames does lose his life, but Gravity's now coming in on 29 HP. 10 now on the drop down into the bomb site. Good shooting on Rops.
It's not
able to get
Apex.
it. It's not planted for Apex, you're right. So he's going to hold that, but the time is the problem. Not enough of it, and he's just going to lose the round regardless. So Vitality won the pistol round, up 12-1 at this point, and it is one hell of a bounce back from Vitality.
It's a great round to look at as just a textbook example of a way to layer your tactic, right? Like, it is a lovely play from Rops, but what's happening is they're showing an upper attack with utility towards Squeak Door, and then 3 players are rushing ramp and showing that they want to drop down and get into the bomb site. Rops is plan B. He's the audible. He pushes towards Heaven, just kind of hides, wait for that player to rotate to try and get over-eager to step back in towards ramp room, and once he gets that kill, the upper bomb site is open because they have access to Heaven, and the defenders have already rotated downstairs. And it's just a lovely option available to Vitality when things go wrong and down in the lower B bomb site.
ZyWoo up on top of Red. We'll dive down off the top of the box. Apex to move down secret.
Still haven't spotted the one player close up to the smokes. Maka.
Would be very 3D Max to win the second round of both halves with Eagles.
Ooh, he spotted a little bit of leg ZyWoo just as that smoke cleared, so calls out the information over to his team. At least one playing over in Mini. And 3D Max fully invested in this round as they need to stay alive here on this map. M4 unlucky. Shotgun on Exercise. Ooh, Exercise. I don't know why I did that. I tried to put like a little French accent on it, and it just ruined everything.
I liked it though.
Exercise.
1 minute on the clock.
It's a good position to be in if you're Vitality. You've gained a lot of real estate outside. Apex is in a pretty powerful position, in a position that applies pressure to the lower bomb site, so they have to respect it. And now you can kind of sit and wait while you've spread the defense out and gained a lot of map.
Oh, Exorcist tries to move forward with that Mag 7. Apex just gets away.
3 players downstairs. Upper bomb site is weakened.
Time at 33 seconds. Exorcist gets into the vent. Could get messy here for Vitality at the end of the round. Let's see if that vent Mag 7 pays off here for Exorcist. Vitality, not a lot of time. They've got to be perfect, moving their way out. Here come the rotations for 3D Max. That's the bomb, spotted, but ZyWoo with the headshot. Body, a double, Mezzi to respond. Still players here, still layers of defense. And 10 seconds on that clock. Bomb is loose and Apex is nowhere near it. Vitality will concede the second round of the half. And it is 3D Max bouncing back. So they win the second round in the first half and the second round in the second half.
Yeah, why the hell not? Okay, so these rounds have been great for 3D Max. Unfortunately, it's all they've got. And there's only 1 second round in each half, Tinko.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but you know what? They're great at them, Jason.
They've got them locked down.
All right, time for a massive tech issue into Vitality closing out the map.
Right.
We'll just repeat it.
Well, I mean, I think part of it too is, I mean, not a bad round for Vitality. Just weren't able to get anything done in that pause in the action. That's actually really good discipline from 3D Max with the weaker weapons, not panicking too much in the situation. Vitality is fully invested back around the Galil of Apex. Deagle's picked up a Tech 9 on Rops.
Ooh, Apex taking bullets, getting dropped, Gravity to remove Apex. And that's the one rifle that they had here for Vitality. It's gone immediately. So a chance for 3D Max to build on their second round success.
Yeah, Vitality, I think the win is going to be a little bit out of reach right now, but any kills you get, right? Just find a kill to open up some space, to let Rops make a play, to Rops' sense of timing that he can hit. Open space for these Deagles to peek in at range. So I was seeing Secret mostly clear. Nobody has shifted here. Obviously, the bomb is still dropped way, way far back. Thank you to our lovely observers. A little picture-in-picture context.
So we're coming back now to get that bomb and give it one good go for Vitality. You can't really count them out of any round, especially when ZyWoo's now picked up that Galil. So let's see. 30 seconds or just over. So these D-Eagles to try and break through that A-bomb side, they're going to be given some space out of the squeaky door, but it's that Rafters Heaven crossfire that just seems like it's going to be impenetrable. But they make it down the vent, and now it's on. Now Vitality have a shot at this, but let's see if Body can keep it clean with the rifle all the way back on ramp. They come out, they send bullets to his chest. It's a double kill from Body, and he does very well. He passes the test, and Body stepping up here for his squad.
That's a good find right at the end on ZyWoo. It felt like he was going to clean him up, so no kills for Vitality. The economy gets to grow, and now it gets to grow even further because Vitality should be sitting back on unarmored weapons with no investment. So the game gets extended a little bit longer as 3D Max refuse to go down without a fight. And Vitality's going to have to do it in the gun rounds. I almost feel like this round in some sense was like the Apex and Vitality kind of testing what kind of a game 3D Max wanted to play, what kind of a mood they're in, right? Like you don't have a whole lot, but you're not being too aggressive, not trying to take peeks with the Deagle. You're waiting and seeing if they're going to push into you, if there's going to be an aggressive stance. How frisky is 3D Max feeling at the moment?
And this should be a nice, easy cleanup for 3D Max. Body going to be overwhelmed with multiple different angles. That's a good way to attack it if you're Vitality. Come in, jump up in the box, swing out on the right side, overwhelm him. Yeah, it
gave a couple different sound cues of where they're going to attack him from, and he couldn't figure it out. Frozen in place. So yeah, the Glocks swarm him like Zerglings. However, a bomb plant is still just so unlikely. Although Flamesy with the rifle is a dangerous idea. So I think this kind of a situation with this quiet progression into the lower bomb site is sort of Vitality saying, you know, let's make you guys second guess. Let's see if you fall back.
Flames ripped open. Bomb plant is really a win here for Vitality, and it's denied at the last second there from 3D Max.
Keeps feeling like it's going down, right? It keeps feeling like it's right there.
Feels like in this game it's taking a little bit longer than usual.
Yeah, it's just that last little button just hangs in the air. All right, well, it's all good. Xstat still has that 1,000-yard stare going on, but I think this one's out of pleasure. He's probably thinking about what he's going to have for dinner.
What do you reckon it is?
Ooh, you know, we're not at the hotel, so I don't know what the menu's looking like.
Yesterday I was at the hotel having dinner with them, and I had pike.
Pike?
Yeah.
A fish?
Yeah.
How was it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice batter on it, Jason. Can't complain. So it might be in for a nice meal later on today.
A little bit of tartar sauce in there?
Absolutely. Well, Vitality back to it by everybody on a rifle. And Lucky going to be underneath the silo. The commitment past him. Apex is going to be up first. Do you think he checks it, Jason?
Nope.
Well, you would be right. Lucky able to get a second chance, but ZyWoo to get that quick trade here for Vitality. Here comes Rops out of the little bit of hut action, and it's going to end up being a success for Vitality into a 4v3.
I love that facet of Rops' game. He's got to be the best map control player that we have in the game, but he always has a round, a play that he wants to make on a timing to just walk out hut and go find himself a duel, and it's so effective.
Good response there from 3D Max, cutting him out, removing that control he had towards the A-bomb site, and it forces Vitality to search for a different option because they were all in on getting into that A-bomb site. Once Rops dies, you have to go ramp.
Yeah, notice that the ramp player shifts away as well. Now you can kind of make something happen on the map. So moving down in towards the lower bomb site, nobody covered this gap. So a lot of time for Vitality to not only get the plant, but also find some solid positions to defend against the retake. There are 3 kits on board, so chances for 3D Max, but they need the kills.
Let's see if it's enough for Vitality to close it out. Flames has had a stellar map. Not this time. No, it's Mezzy instead. We put Maka into the 1v2 clutch. He'll step up and give it a good go, but for Vitality, it is looking to be a recovery after a loss to FaZe. They bounce back with a win. ZyWoo called this a French derby, but Vitality did not show up with their manners. It was merciless the whole way through this game.
Yeah, that's a very punishing blow. That's a devastating map of Counter-Strike if you're 3D Max 0-1, trying to hype everyone up between the maps, saying, look, it's, you know, that's a rough game, made some mistakes. We're gonna be fine in the second one. No team wants to start in this hole, so for 3D Max, it is that long road of best of threes.